Hello guys, this is about the third time I've had to make this video because there was either noise in the background or the file got corrupted and yeah, so that's not good. But today I'm reviewing One Piece chapter 1000 and I don't think there's anything special about that number. No, of course, I finally made it to chapter 1000. I'm pretty excited even though most people watching this video would have already read it probably. So let's start with the absolutely gorgeous chapter cover. All the Straw Hats are drowned in gold. You got Jinbei now with a pretty cool gold sword. Brook's afro is gold. Luffy's chomping on some meat. And if I do remember correctly, it's a redrawing of chapter 100's cover just with the rest of the Straw Hats. So getting right into the chapter, we see Shishalian and the rest of the minks have all been taken out, but they also have cleared the stairs for Luffy. And am I the only one that thinks Shishalian kinda looks like a goat mink in the manga? Anyway, Luffy is a course now and he's ready to go up the stairs. He thanks Shishalian for clearing them, and he also thanks all the minks for protecting Raizo. And at this moment, Luffy actually forgets Shishalian's name, but it's cool because, you know, it's like, even though he forgot your name, sometimes he may even forget what you look like, but he won't forget what you've done for him. Anyway, we then see Marco throw Zoro up the hole to the roof, and he's also got King and Queen, like, he's strangling them. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that's a little upset by this. Like, surely Marco and King and Queen should be on the same level, but like, no, from this it seems Marco could easily deal with them. I know they're not fully knocked out, but you know, it still seems a little easy. Like, they're all Yonko commanders, and I could maybe buy it if, you know, Marco just beat one of them, but he's beaten both of them together. Next, we have a scene with Momo and Yamato, and Yamato's giving Momo Kozuki Oden's diary. Now, I'm not saying that in this diary it says what the One Piece is, but if it does, we could have this cool scene where Momo's like, "Hey, Luffy, you're searching for the One Piece, aren't you? Do you want to know what it is?" And Luffy would obviously refuse, because every time he gets the option, like in Stampede or with Rayleigh, he's like refused it. I don't think Luffy would straight up destroy the diary, since Momo would obviously want to keep it. But you know, he might just like refuse, be like, "No, don't tell me, I want to find out on my own." We then start to go into a flashback with Ace and Yamato. We don't know what they were talking about beforehand, but Ace says to Yamato, "Don't laugh at that, that's my brother's dream, I wasn't supposed to tell you." And it's clear that Ace accidentally told Yamato Luffy's dream. We also got a similar scene to this with in the flashback just after the war, where Luffy told Ace and Sobo his dream, but it cut out, so we didn't get to know the dream. There was also obviously that scene which was similar with Roger and Whitebeard and Oden. So in terms of what Luffy's dream actually could be, I don't know. I think it's definitely something more than "I want to be king of the pirates," because if it was that, they would have told us. It could be "I want to be the most free." I think that's an option. We then get something that I thought was pretty cool. Yamato says, "I would never laugh at that. A great pirate had that same exact dream in Oden's journal." And the awkward thing is, right, Ace then says, "Oh, a great pirate, huh? Maybe me and Luffy could have a drink with him one time." And the ironic thing is, the pirate that I think Yamato's talking about, it might not be, but I think she's talking about Gold Roger, who is Ace's father, who Ace hates. So we then get the reveal that Yamato made Ace's Vivia card. There's not much I got to say now, just I want to know how Vivia cards actually made. I think that could be quite cool if we find that out. Maybe Vegapunk invented them, who knows. We then get an awesome scene. This is so hype. Luffy, Law, Kid, Killer, and Zoro are all standing off against Big Mom and Kaido, as we get the quote from Kozuki Oden saying, "Sometime in the future, a group of strong pirates will flood into the new world, and they will change the tides. I believe that they will be the ones to take down Kaido." So that is amazing. This fight may last a while since Kaido's really strong, but you know, I still reckon it's going to be really cool. And then Kaido and Big Mom almost start making fun of Luffy, saying stuff like, "Hey, Big Mom, did you know what this kid said he was going to be?" And Big Mom's like, "Yeah, this kid, he owes me an apology." And Luffy just ignores them, and again, it's showing off Luffy's character, which is what this chapter's all about, really. And he just walks past them. So then we see that all the scabbards have been completely knocked out. I think Inuarashi and Denjiro are still alive, since Denjiro's crying and Inuarashi's sat up. But the rest of them, I don't think they're dead, but they're in bad shape. Who knows, maybe even one or two of them are dead. And then Luffy kind of like holds Kinemon almost, and Kinemon's just like crying, and he's covered in blood, and he's like, Luffy, I failed. I can't face Kozuki Oden in the afterlife. And it's like a really cool scene, and then he grabs Luffy's arm and he's like, please will you save Wano for me? And it honestly reminds me a bit of the Nami I want to help scene, or like the Robin I want to live scene. And Luffy, you know, again, because like it's analysing his character, is like, of course I will, because my friends live here. So that's pretty cool. And that kicks off the fight. Luffy's like, Law, get them out of here. And Law, just silently being badass, sitting on the rock, that is like room shambles, and gets them out of here. Hopefully not into the giant hole that Kaido made. And then Luffy just goes, Gamu Gamu no, Gear Third. And he remembers everything that happened up till now. The minks protecting Raizo. Yasuo getting shot. Old man here, yo. Momo declaring that he'll save himself. You know, Toma and like his promise to Toma. And it's really cool seeing all these like great impactful events, and it's almost a look into Luffy's mind, as I keep saying, like this whole chapter is, of which events of Wano have been the most important to Luffy. He just punches Kaido with a new technique, Red Rock, and he goes boom, gets him, and Red Rock, we haven't seen it before, but it looks like it involves fire, so it might be the Gear Third version of Red Hawk. And Luffy lands, and he just declares, I'm Monkey D. Luffy, and I will be the man who surpasses you and becomes king of the pirates! Ah! This was such a good chapter. Favourite characters, easily Luffy. 9 out of 10, maybe even 10 out of 10. Amazing. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.